beautiful sunny stroke cloudy Sunday afternoon with my chatty Sunday afternoon. It is a Sunday! Thanks very much! Yes. Sunday afternoon with my chatty women, and that voice in the background is the mystery voice, and I'm sort of glad she's there now. Yeah. But look, I'm going to let them introduce themselves. We're going to be talking about the 5-second rule when it comes to food, women you admire, and with the current success of Leicester City. How proud are you of where you live? So get in touch via the comments. If you like stuff that you hear or don't like it, make comments or tick the like buttons and all that kind of stuff and share it.
Send loads of love.
We're going to be doing this on a regular basis. So off you go. You introduce yourself.
Okay, Sandra Pollock. I am a business and life coach and a mind out coach, I guess people would say. That's me.
Hi, I'm Natalie Thompson, and I'm Leicestershire born and bred, and I work in HR.
Woo-hoo. And the mystery voice, are you going to tell us anything about yourself?
I'm the mystery voice.
She's the one that's going to be reading out any comments and things you have. So we are going to be spending about 15 minutes or so talking about 3 different topics. Let's start with women you admire. The reason I want to talk about it, Sandra, is because you've kind of been heavily involved in lots of things around International Women's Day.
Yes, which is really good this year. So, I have had the pleasure of speaking at several events last week, week before, to start and International Women's Day. The biggest one in terms of Leicester was International Day Women's. Get my teeth in. International Women's Day Leicester, because there was nothing really going on to sort of bring women together. So there was an event on the 9th at the Curve. Hope you all got a chance to come along to that. And it's just a group of women led by Maxine Chambers from Carnate Management, who had this idea about getting us all together. So there were people there, there were speakers, there were stalls, and it was absolutely amazing to see all the different types of businesses from Leicester women, from all cultures. We had performances, interviews, you name it. It was amazing. So we're looking forward to next year to do it again as well.
I don't want to go into the reasons why we should celebrate International Women's Day, because it's a question that's been asked over and over again. But there have been lots of celebrations all around Leicester and around the country, in fact. So sort of moving on from that, let's talk about some of the women that you admire. Natalie, let's start off with you.
There's probably 2. Well, apart from the obvious, obviously, I admire my mum, but obviously I also admire my grandma. When she was alive, she was a hard-working woman. She was great grandma. She was lovely. I loved her to bits. Stayed over quite a lot with her, even though she lived in the village. Stayed over with her. We had sugar sandwiches, banana and sugar sandwiches, all the old stuff that we used to have. But she was great. I loved her, and heartbroken when she died.
What was it about her in particular that sort of stood out for you?
We've done a bit of family history, and you sort of realise actually how hard she had it. And she was a cleaner. She lived in the centre of Leicester, near the Leicester Royal. It's now all been knocked down, and it's the university, De Montfort University now. But she had about 4 or 5 different jobs, cleaning jobs. She was just hard working, and she lost my granddad quite early on as well. So, it was. I don't know. I loved her to bits.
Just the way she dealt with life.
Yeah. And you mentioned the Queen as well.
Yeah, I think the Queen's fantastic. I really do. I think she's really amazing for this country. 2012, when she had her Golden Jubilee, was just a fantastic year. I was just so proud. But I just think she's amazing, and it'll be.
What is it about her that's amazing?
She's hard working. She's a mother. She's grandmother, great grandmother. She's just so good for this country, I think, and she's a good icon.
Good role model.
Yeah.
Sandra, what about you?
Gosh, I mean, I have the pleasure of knowing so many people. And I think if I sort of bring it down to people in Leicester who I admire, would be my dear friend, and we refer to each other as partners in crime. It's Nirmala Rajani. She is the founder of Women of the World, which was we celebrated that Thursday this week, dance my feet away. But what she wants to do, and has always been passionate about, bringing women and girls, recognising their contribution. So she brought together an amazing number of women. A lot of them got awards, and the wonderful thing was, it was done all on Facebook. We even celebrated Facebook. But she should have put this idea out on Facebook. Yeah. And said, nominate somebody, and then all the votes was done on Facebook, so it was very open. You got nominated. I didn't, because because I was involved. I co-hosted the event with her, so I asked people not to nominate me because I didn't think that would be right. But bless her, I was awarded a Lifetime Achievement Award for the amount of work that I've done over the years for supporting both women and men. And every day, that was Thursday, and every day it's hit me how valuable and important that was. But even if, putting that aside, her work, she's a journalist, she's written a book, and she's helped thousands of women to achieve, so she's one person that I absolutely admire, that lives here in Leicester.
Yeah. Mystery voice.
Well, before I start, there's been 2 people who said, Natalie Thompson, we admire you. Helen Lynch and Catherine Cannett.
Yay! Thank you.
The woman I admire most is my grandma. My grandma was the second wife of my granddad. He wasn't a very nice creature. He went off to Africa. She was left in India. So I've given away who I am.
Not really. That's not
but
really.
Basically, 2 of her children were with my granddad. 2 of the children were with her, and she worked her socks off. Well, she didn't wear socks; she wore jumper. She worked to get herself across the sea to get to another continent to be with her kids.
Yeah.
I disliked her immensely, but I admired her tremendously because she was a grouchy old woman when I got to know her. But she's phenomenal, and she lives on. And all of us girls, we are, and I admire, I've got so many friends, Rupal, Sandra, I'm getting to know you, Natalie, I'm getting to know you, and loads of other people that I can't mention. Mom, my sister, my cousins.
I think for me, I admire a lot of the women in my life, immediate, family, sisters,
absolutely.
My best friend. All these women, I think, are because they've had a rough time. They've had a rough time, but they've got through it, or they're getting through it, and they work through their problems, and they're still fighting, they're still surviving. And I think that for me, that's the biggest reason why I admire not just one woman, but loads.
I mean,
loads
really
of women
difficult
in my life. Maybe you want to share with us the women that you admire. Then post your comments on the comments section at the bottom. Share this with other people as well. So, women you admire. Want to talk about the 5-second rule? Now, this I think is quite controversial.
Yes.
We've heard about it in the news this week, have we not?
Yes, we have.
The 5-second rule being, Natalie?
It was research at Aston University. It's basically, if you drop a piece of food on the ground, would you pick it up within 5 seconds and eat it?
Yeah.
And your thoughts?
Depends where it drops.
Yes,
depends
definitely.
what it is when it drops. But yes, if it was a piece of toast that landed on the floor in the kitchen, I would pick it up and eat it. If it was ice cream and it landed in a pigsty, then no, I wouldn't.
But if it was on your kitchen floor,
yeah.
If this piece of toast was buttered side down, would you have it?
I probably would, yes.
Really?
Yeah, I would probably have to pick a few little bits off, but yeah, I would, yeah. If it was on my kitchen floor, yeah.
But I wouldn't on my kitchen floor because we have dogs and cats, so I wouldn't on. But in the past, when we didn't have dogs and cats and things were cleaner, I have. And depends. You know what? It depends. I agree where it's dropped.
Yeah.
What it is. If it's soft and wettish, so in my opinion, more likely to pick stuff up off of the surface, I would think about it. And if I was hungry, do you know what? If I was hungry, I good, you know. So it depends on all of those things, and I know that I have in the past.
I have to admit that I am quite fussy like that, and I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't. I think in my whole life I've probably done it once and felt awful for having done it. You know, I mean, they talk about, you know, there's bacteria that's good for you, and some of it, you know, to help our immune systems.
We do need
and that sort of stuff.
We do need bacteria, don't we, in our bodies
Yes,
to help with our immune system. So.
Okay.
Mystery
Well,
voice.
I wouldn't, but I had a baby who used to crawl, and he would take soil out of the plant pot and eat it.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about when we were out in Kenya, we used to make mud pies. I'm sure we ate some of those.
Yeah.
I do think that we are, this whole thing about being extra clean is not necessarily helping us, because I think our bodies, because it encountered a lot more different types of bacteria, learnt how to deal with it. Therefore, it made us stronger. Because I'm not a scientist, but you know, I've heard that basically the body will copy, you know, the bacteria, so that if it comes again, it knows how to deal with it. So if you keep your children and yourself so clean, then the moment you encounter a bacteria, it's going to wipe you out.
Yeah.
Have we got any comments, Stella?
Yeah, so it's interesting, really.
She's not sure we've got any comments.
I don't think we have.
We haven't got any outrageous.
We'll get there.
What about you? 5-second rule.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't
Yeah.
ever.
How many times have we been on the beach though, and the wind's blown the sand into our
Yes.
sandwiches, and we've ate crunchy sandwiches? You know, we've eaten sand. How much bacteria would be on that sand?
Absolutely.
So
Because it's
we've all
been
done
wet,
it.
and it's been dry, and it's been wet, and it's been dry.
Exactly.
And dogs on it, and dogs have pooed on the sand.
Exactly.
But we've
you
done it,
don't
haven't
know.
We've
we?
all done it. We've all done it. We've ate it.
The 5-second rule. Would you or wouldn't you get in touch if you're watching this live right now, or even after?
Yeah.
Post a comment after. That's not a problem. Look, I want to talk about football to some degree. Okay, now I have to say I'm not a football fan.
I'm not a football fan, really.
Are you, Natalie?
I just sort of keep a follow on it, and I've actually just remembered that I have actually got some money on them to win the Champions League.
Whoa.
We're talking Leicester City here,
Leicester
of
City,
course.
of course.
I totally forgot I'd done that.
It was an amazing year last year for them. You know, getting into the Premier League, winning the Premier League. What a fantastic story! And whether you're into football or not, I think that really everybody got behind it because it was a massive celebration for Leicester. Of course, in recent times, it's not been so brilliant, I guess. But since they've got rid of Ranieri, somehow their performances have, you know...
Yeah, I mean, inquisitive me, and we were talking about this earlier on, inquisitive me, I just have this question, right? So no hate mail, but I just have this question, you know, maybe it's just the scientific mind, but I'm a scientist, but how do you play so abysmally when you have a manager, and then the next week after the manager leaves, you are amazing and you continue to be amazing? I don't understand that.
No.
So I am someone that wants to know what has made that happen, really. What were the issues?
Yeah.
And what changed for you as a team?
Isn't that about, I guess, to some degree, you get comfortable with anybody that perhaps that you're working with, and you get a new lease of life when somebody else comes in.
Yeah, but you know what? The
Perhaps.
person that's managing them now was the assistant manager.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
person was still in
What
space.
games have been
Yeah.
played?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have there been games being played in the background?
Okay, well,
Questions get asked.
that's a question for up in the air, and if you want to comment about it, you can do. My question wasn't to do with that. My question was the fact that they're now in the they're in the Champions League.
Yeah.
They're doing really well. The only English team left.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to playing at Madrid in the coming weeks. It certainly made me proud. I'm not a football fan, but it's really made me proud of Leicester.
It's definitely put Leicester on the map, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
People know where we are. And it's made you proud of Leicester,
Yes.
definitely.
And if we think of that, it's Ranieri. I pronounce names not as well as I should, but I mean, he was a part of that.
Yes, he
a
was.
part
You
of
can't take that away.
Yes.
And I hope they don't paint over the mural that they've got on the wall.
Yes, I saw that.
I hope they keep that up. But yeah, I mean, it's amazing when you see on the news all those thousands of people that went to their victory parade.
Yes.
You know, and Kasabian came to play,
Yes.
and it's just fantastic. And it's given me goosebumps now talking about it, because it was just so amazing.
What else makes you proud of living where you do?
I'm proud to be Leicestershire born and bred. I mean, my mum and dad grew up in the centre of Leicester, just around the corner from each other, and then they moved out to Barrow-on-Soar, which is where I was born and still live. I think it's community. And the diversity and the multiculturalism and everything, and the entertainment, and I think it's just a really good place to live.
Yeah. I do. Those are the things I love. I love the multiculturalism. I love the warmth of the people.
Yeah.
I love the range of people and friends that you can have, and not just acquaintances. I mean, really close friends. So you get into the different cultures. You can share your cultures. You can find out about other cultures.
Yeah.
And I love that. I just love that. I love the multiculturalism of Leicester, and we need to continue to celebrate that.
Yeah.
I love that.
What about Mystery Voice?
Well, Catherine Canning has said Blue Army, Leicester to win the Champions League. Patricia Leeds says it will remain one of the great mysteries.
Yeah, you're right, Patricia.
I think it's been phenomenal that a small team that was nowhere actually made it to the top, and actually. It's never going to happen in our lifetimes. It's a 1 in a million. But the fact that this small team from nowhere came and put the big boys out of action is absolutely fantastic. So I think that, and the fact that it's been put on the world map is absolutely fantastic.
And you know what? People can actually pronounce Leicester in
Yeah.
the world,
Yeah.
and not Leicester or Leicester.
Yeah, the Americans can pronounce it properly now, can't they?
Yes.
my niece, if you watch this back or wherever, she lives in San Francisco, and now when she moved there for work over a year ago, no one had heard of Leicester, but now everybody in San Francisco and everywhere else around the world knows where Leicester is, and as you say, know how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
So apart from the football team, Gullah, you guys aren't. You're born and bred. Are you born and bred in Leicester?
No, I was born in London. I've lived here 29 years now. But I love it. It's my home.
I've been here for over 40. Mystery Voice, how long have you been in Leicester?
24 years.
Are there things that make you proud of Leicester?
Yeah, I think it's brought itself into the 21st century, and it's like other cities around the world. I've lived in London, I've lived in Birmingham, I've lived in Sheffield, and Leicester didn't kind of... I didn't like Leicester. I didn't like Leicester. I'm getting to like it more. But you can see I'm kind of talking
Through gritted teeth. Through gritted teeth, she says.
Patricia says, hey may happen in our lifetime again. Scotland referendum was supposed to be once in a lifetime vote, so Leicester could win it again easily.
Yes, you're right.
Fair play. Fair play. Thank you, ladies, for joining me this Sunday afternoon. What have you guys got planned for later?
I'm off to the cinema to see Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, right, okay. I am preparing because I do a radio show on Eva FM on Monday 4 till 6, so I'm going to go home and prepare for that.
Community radio.
Yes.
Here in Leicester.
Absolutely love Leicester.
Mystery Voice, have you got anything in particular planned? No, me either. I've got the husband in the background somewhere doing some work, so I'll probably order him around. But look, thank you for watching. You can leave comments afterwards. Share this with others as well. We'll do this on a regular basis. I'll let you know when the next one is.
Okay.